like what you saying. Wrong. She get wicked. Yeah.
So what kind of world did you raise Duck in that at 12 years old he felt like he had to turn into a demon? Where is the accountability? At 12 years old, I wasn't thinking about being a demon. At 12 years old, I was still playing with G.I. Joes and Transformers. I was still watching cartoons.
Damn! Gzzzz, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business. And listen, you can tap in or you can tap out. But you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now, I've been getting a lot of DMs. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of DMs coming saying, hey, Grown Man Business, you know, what do you think about the things that Hassan Campbell said about Mama Duck? You know, how could he be so disrespectful? You know, why would he say these things about this lady? You know, why would he come at her like this? And, you know, I sat back and I thought about it. And I said, you know, I'm going to go ahead and do a video. I'm going to go ahead and give my thoughts on the situation. Now, a lot of the things that Hassan Campbell talks about, you know, he goes left. I don't agree with a lot of the things that he say, but it's a lot of stuff that he says that I do agree with. And being so, this is one of the things I have to agree with. You understand now, the way he went about it, the way he said it, maybe he could have said it in a nicer way. Maybe he could have dressed it up so that nobody felt offended by it. But you have to look at the facts that at 12, Duck was talking about being a demon. Now, I was raised up in a single mother home. You know what I'm saying? My father wasn't there for whatever reasons him and my mom had, right? And I gotta say, at 12 years old, man, I was still highly afraid of my mother. You know what I mean? An ass whooping would still pop out of the blue, out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I had a fear for my mother, for a woman, you know, at the age of 12, to where, you know, the things Duck was doing was out of my league. You know what I mean? I would not have ever thought to even said some shit like that I'm going to be on demon time as a 12-year-old. So, you know, this is the thing, right? It's like when it comes to men, it's so easy to criticize us. It's so easy to put titles and labels on us. And women do that all the time. If they feel like you're not doing enough in your kid's life, they call you a deadbeat dad, you know. And if you're not giving them enough money, then they put you on child support, and they, you know, all these obstacles that men go through. And then when it comes to women, we can't even, you know, it's almost like you're not even supposed to tell a female if her parenting is not on point, you know. And it's a few different angles I want to go with this. It's a few different angles that I'm seeing with the wheels turning in my head, right? And one of them is, you know, how weak that makes females. You know, to not be able to tell Mama Duck that she could have done better, that maybe she was lacking in some areas. You understand? I mean, Hassan Campbell made a bunch of points that I could not refuse. I could not go against just because she's a woman or a female. You know, her parenting skills were very, very low. Very low. You understand? And it shows in the things that happen with her children. You know what I'm saying? It's not for me to speak on, right? But at the same time, you know, his father's in jail. He has to hold that responsibility. Duck's father is in jail. He has to hold that responsibility and that accountability. You understand? As being a man that was not in his kid's life because he was locked up. Now, Mama Duck has to be accountable for all the babies that she was having, even though she was not in a financial position to take care of these children. Even though she knew that's more welfare, that's more government assistance. The more babies I have, the more government assistance I get. You know, the partying, the drinking, the smoking, You understand? That's what breeds little dudes to start moving like that at a certain age and look past their mama. They don't fear their mamas. I remember kids like that, where their mamas was like, they wasn't real moms. And then, you know, you could go to their house and do whatever you wanted to do. But whenever they came to my house, to my mama house, to Miss Bradley house, them boys would mind my mama. They wouldn't disrespect my mama, and my mama would whoop their ass. So, you know, I think that it's a pivotal moment for some females out there. We should start telling women when you're not fit. We should start telling women when you're not a good mother. Just because you have a baby, just because you lay down, you have sex, you know, you incubate a baby for 9 months and you have him or her, that does not make you a good mother. You know, I was just talking about this the other day when I was saying, you know, every generation is getting worse and worse and worse when it comes to mothers. When I was coming up, you know, your mom, for the most part, was a mother, bro. And your grandma was a grandma. They knew how to cook multiple meals. They knew how to run a household. They knew how to make sweet potato pie. You feel me? You know, the real mothers wouldn't bring men around you. You know, I didn't see any men with my mom until I met my step pops, and he's still with my mom. They're still together. You understand what I'm saying? And nowadays you got these mothers, and it's getting worse and worse every generation, to where these new mothers don't know how to cook. They don't know how to run a household. They still trying to live their best life. They still, you know, smoking, drinking in front of the kid. They doing all these things because, you know, they're losing the sense of motherhood. And that's what I feel about Miss Duck. I feel like she was, you know, in Chicago, put into the circumstances and situations that she was in. And she fell deeper and deeper. Every year she was having another baby. Every year. You feel what I'm saying? With men, with different men that were going in and out of jail. You know, and I just think that that's what Hassan was just trying to pinpoint out. The accountability. You have to take accountability for the roles, man. You understand? And I think that that's one of the things that make women, is weakening women. It's weakening the future mothers. At the fact that we can't give y'all honest criticism on your parenting. We got to act like just because you a mama and you got the mother title that you are automatically a good mother. But men, just because we are fathers or dads, we have to earn that title. Because if you're not providing, you don't get the respect as a father or a dad. If you're not in a life, you don't get the respect as a father or a dad. You get labeled a deadbeat dad. So when mothers have kids and they still want to go party, and mama gotta have a life too, and you fucking all these different dudes, why don't we get to label y'all as deadbeat mothers, unfit mothers? You know, so I'm not gonna stay on this one long. I did want to tap in, and I totally agree. Now, you know, she lost a son. She lost multiple kids. So for, you know, who is Hassan to be the one to come out and say these things online about her? You know, maybe he could have gave it to her a little bit lighter and you know, been more, you know, had more thought in his mind about what she's going through losing Duck. You know, she's going through a tough time right now. So, you know, maybe it's a time and a place for everything. But the truth is the truth, and the truth don't care about your feelings. The truth don't care about my feelings. The truth don't care about nobody's feelings. The truth is going to be the truth. You know what I mean? That's something that I learned and I stand on. The truth is the truth. It don't matter how you feel about it. It don't matter how Mama Duck feel about it. The truth is what it is. You know what I mean? So you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business. I want to give a big shout out to the gang. You know what I'm saying? We relocating to Florida. You know, I've been had the big house in Florida, but it been on Airbnb. I'm getting my money off the Airbnbs, but now I'm going to go ahead and put my family in it. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the gang, man. We're going to get back on track. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on in the world, you know? And, you know, I'm just loving this shit, man. You already know what time it is, man. So listen, you already know what it is. It's your boy, Grown Man Business, you know? And you can tap in, and you can tap out. But you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. I suggest you tap in. Look, I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. We not sugarcoating it. You know what I mean? Straight raw. Right off the brick into the bottles. Ain't no cut. Right off the brick into the bottles. You hear me? So yeah, you already know what time it is, man. Tap in and tap out. But you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. I suggest you tap in. Gang.